It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Brings up second.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 23
but
yards.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
The pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Bengals 16-yard line.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target. 4.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Nothing in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Bengals nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
59 Mike, 59 Mike.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of
14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Ready, set, Mike 57.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead.
The kick is good.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Touchdown.
And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
For the extra point.
20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And this carries into the end zone. Gets around him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross, 78 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Pulled in at the 24. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Joe Burrow's sacked.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Now Joe Burrow on third and long. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So on now is the punter, Matt Bosher, to kick it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, We got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready, break. 93's the mic. Come off the ball. Wide, get wide.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Carl Lawson on
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of
a good pick up there of 20 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check. Check 50.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running.
Brought down at the
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 4.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. On the return is Cohen. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
18 on the play. And the Bears 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Well, they didn't really have to earn that 1st down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. That's caught at the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Blue Dan. Check it out. Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18. 59.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Mike 58 right there.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off here, this is Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 20.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
The 43-yard line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turning out camera system incredible. Yeah, can't put $1, call it basketball. Then I did the dash. Can I go?
70 Lion. Fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Miller. That's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And off comes to Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Miller. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mixon on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Bears 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watch the block, motion, block. Tight dog. Cougar 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Now Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
58's the mic.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Check.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They run. This is Cohen. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice spin into some open field. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, 78 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kicker on.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
and he's into the clear. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie.
His kick
and it's up and good.
Makes the score Bears 48, Bengals 41.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow throwing the out route and complete. It's Boyd. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Burrow looking to pass. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Mixon. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down right.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be a long day. Trap 60.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
19 Tiger.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Burrow. Caught right side, Tate. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Gosh, given the time and the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 28.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete right side to Kmet. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Bears.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. 20, 10. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
On play action, they'll throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
And 6.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Bears 48.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And